Alright, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Hunter Hydra. Wait, back at it again with another video. And here I'm gonna actually break down the Ultra Cell showcase on his abilities and my interpretation on what is gonna be good to run him with, I guess. But just an analysis, right? So the strengths. Number one, unique gauge that charges up, then releases power, so it resets, right? At battle start, the unique gauge will be time type. Okay, so it's kind of like hit, and the int Goku too, and rapidly charge up. So it charges up pretty quick. When it reaches max, it will switch to release type. Okay, so maybe like one of the fists gauges, I guess, or it's just gonna shine and then you could do something. Anyway, so. And unfavorable element factors will be nullified. While this release type gauge, I'm guessing it's going to start decreasing then, you know. Draw speed will be increased, and Cell's total boost to damage inflicted will reach a whopping 300%. That's scary. No, that's scary. Alright, let's continue and see what else he does. He nullifies his enemy endurance effect at all times. This effect cannot be cancelled, so you have an easier time defeating characters with the endurance effects. Bro, they literally did that. Okay. Number 3, ultimate arts with an arts action. Tap rap. Okay, so it's like a Vegito ultimate, like a Ultra Vegito. I was about to say STR, the red one. Where once you do his ult, you can tap on the screen. Who else does that? I feel like I'm missing somebody that does it too. Ultra Gogeta 4, he does it too. That's who I was thinking about. Yeah. Okay. So tap rapidly after landing a hit to get a super boost of power. On a huge success, the damage will be greatly increased and your vanishing gauge will be restored by 100%. That's insane. Unleash a solar Kamehameha at max power. Wow. Show the world the perfect power of Ultra Perfect Cell. Element red. Character tags. Android. Oh, he's red. Bet. Android, absorption, regen, future, powerful opponent. So Team Gohan has an equip. It's a Trunks one where he gets a boost damage to regen and nullifies any like healing ability. So I want to see if he heals. The Z ability, he buffs Android and powerful opponent. That's awesome. At Z ability 3 also buffs the at 2, right? He buffs the ultimate and awakened damage inflict of tag android characters. Ultimate and awakened damage. Okay, so the new androids that drop like 17, 18, even Super 17 are all going to get a buff at Z ability 3. So at first, it's 28% to blast attack and defense for just android. So I'm guessing 1 copy, right? You get 2 copies. Well, no. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't really. Yeah. So Zenkai 4, the Z ability 4 is gonna be like if you max him out. So he's gonna have 5 to ultimate and awaken damage inflicted by tag android, 42% to tag android and tag powerful opponent, blast attack and defense. So a lot of the units that are like blast attack oriented, they're gonna get a good buff, and this actually helps out a lot towards Super 17. No, I'm not gonna front. And MVP 17. You gotta remember he got a unique equip too. So 3% though at Z ability 3. I'm guessing you get this at like 7 stars, I believe, because you get the I think you start off at 2. If you get them once, you start off right here. You get them at 30, right? But then once you get them at 3, like 7 stars or above, then it's 3%. And still 38, which is solid. So if you pull 2 copies, you're in this range right here, right? All right, let's move forward. Ultra ability gets a significant power up when set as the leader. If this character is in the leader slot, applies the following effects to itself when battle starts: 30% to damage inflicted and 30% to ki recovery. That's all right. If this character is not the leader, he applies the following effects to self per tag android battle support member when battle starts. So he doesn't have to be the leader, but he buffs himself. either way, he gives himself buffs, and it's looking like he definitely wants to be run on like tag androids. He's gonna be a menace to run with like Super 17. Like on Proud Team, he's definitely gonna be showing up as like a android, like for sure. Like you gotta throw him on the android team if you're going Proud. If you have an android team at your disposal, right? Like the Gammas, they got a great unique equip. MVP, he just got an amazing unique equip. Who else? You could use 18, 17. I'm pretty sure 17 nullifies endurance, so you could throw him on the other team to nullify endurance, and then have this cell on the other team because he's gonna do it all the time, right? So you could go with that, and then have Super 17 with I don't know, like it would depend. Either way, it's looking good. So up to 3 support members will be counted. Oh. Wait. So, if you do pick a whole android team, and I'm guessing this is what support members, like bench characters, the ones you're not putting in the battlefield, right? Per battle or support member, up to 3 support members will be counted. Does this mean that he gets battle members too, or is just 3? Because it could mean like if you run a full android team, you're gonna get this 6 instead of 3, which is 30% to key recovery and 30% to damage inflicted, which is exactly if he was in the leader slot. Let's move forward. Strike arts have armor, so charging without fear of enemy blast arts. He has blast armor. Now this is what I've seen this already, and it's what threw me off the most. Blast, while not an effect on blast attacks in general, Cell has a blast arts card with armor break. It's a held card, which means other characters can use it too. Okay, so it's the same thing as Team Gohan. Okay, Super Saiyan 2. Same exact thing. Special move, guarantee you he has blast armor. Yep. If they gave him a beam, it would have been cookies, bro. You would have had to. I mean, you still have to pick this guy up. I ain't going front. Like he's definitely gonna shift the meta a lot, especially for androids. Like it's gonna be android heavy, like heavy. Now, mind you, there's a lot of good options too, but there are a lot of options to counter too. So it's kind of like it's in the Cell Saga realm, right? Because you got Goku doing his thing, and this Cell does not buff Cell Saga units. It's android or powerful opponent. So it's like evil versus good. You know what I mean? So let's continue. So special move, obscure your opponent's cards on hit, plus inflict extreme bleed. So it's gonna deal damage. Pierce damage, 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts upon activation. Applies the following effects to enemy on hit. Obscures all cards for 5 timer counts. Okay. All cards are turned face down for the effect duration, and their positions are shuffled for 5 timer counts. 100% chance to inflict extreme bleed. Blast armor. Okay, well that's gonna be annoying. Special. Draw a card on activation and charge the unit gauge on hit. Switch the unit gauge to release type as fast as you can. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Randomly draws 1 new card. Restores key by 40. Applies attribute upgrade. Negative 30% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 15 timer counts. Okay, so he restores key by 40. Draws a card. That's going to be annoying, but does it reset? The following effects occur on hit. Charges. Oh, it's comboable by strike, blast, special arts. So you could do 2 back to back. Special move arts. Oh man, this is going to be annoying. Charges unique gauge by 30%. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade. Plus 20 to damage received for 15 timer accounts. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to run somebody that like cancels buffs. Like I don't know. Has an arts action that powers up by yeah, we read that. Yep, he restores gauge. Deals supreme impact damage. Following effects occur upon activation. 30% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Inflicts all enemies with no special cover changing for 15 timer counts. So basically meaning like if someone were to swap in Beast Gohan to try to cancel it, it's not going to happen. The following effects occur if the button is pressed enough times during the time limit. Success increases damage. Randomly draws at most 4 new cards when you have 3 or few cards. Greatly increases damage. Randomly draws at most 4 new cards when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores own Vanish Engage by 100% and inflicts all enemies with 3 substitution counts. Nullifies Blast Arts when charging forward. Oh, so if someone were to do like a piercing joint, it's basically like, I think Beast does the same thing with his ult. Like he goes right through it. I know for a fact Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan does. Like with his ult, he goes right through it. He doesn't take no like blast armor for it and then just like you know what I mean? It's that type of animation. Like it doesn't affect them. They just go right through it. Anyways, so main ability. Charge the unit gauge by 100. That means it'll switch to release type plus nullify destroy card effects. Okay, so you can't destroy his cards. Main ability, you get the ultimate arts card. How long is the nullify destroy arts card? So for 10 timer counts. That's good. Charges own unit gauge by 100%. That's insane. It restores own health by 30% and ki by 50. Dang. Cancels own attribute downgrades, cancels enemy attribute upgrades. Well, that's really good. Cell can always nullify enemy endurance effects and will even nullify enemy special cover changes upon entering the battlefield. If Cell's health drops below 50% after being hit by an enemy's arts attack, you'll seal their strike and blast arts and put a stop to their combo. He interrupts. Great. But it doesn't stop, like, it doesn't seal their main though. So keep that in mind, because it doesn't seal that off. Nullifies enemies, restores health when it reaches 0, effects when this character attacks. Dang, he's a beast. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 200 to damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 70%, reduces impact, dude. 50 to ki recovery, dude. This is all from his unique ability? This is just what he does? Son, so like if someone were to so basically what I'm hearing is like if you do like an attack and someone's like really low and you switch in cell and then you could tap attack kill them. If you switch in cell and you tap attack them, they're dead. They're dead. Unless they have a revival sort of mechanic. I feel like a really good counter maybe would be Ultra Gogeta 4. We'll see though. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level. -10 to blast and special move arts cost. Gradually restores health each timer count. That's disgusting. Applies the following effects to sub when this character enters the battlefield. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores ki by 25. 50% to damage inflicted. Applies buff effect. Nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover for 10 timer counts. Okay. That's not bad. Oh wait. Nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 5 timer counts. So if you're gonna want to switch in the blue, 5 timer counts later. Either that or you're gonna want to wait till it hits like 3 and then switch him in, so then it's only 2. You know what I mean? Like if he draws out the combos, but if he's going, you know, like just 1 card, then just chaining it, like no spacing it out for ki recovery or anything like that. Yeah, you're gonna want to watch out. Oh, but this activates once. This 50% activates once. Okay. He restores ki 25, so he does recover ki. He extends combos. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. He extends combos. Yeah. Okay. This is good. This is good for androids. They're eating. Applies the following effects to self every time an arts card is drawn while this character is on the battlefield. Restores health by 3% and ki by 10. 15% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. Effects to self every time an arts card is drawn while this character is on the battlefield. So each time an arts card comes into the play, like it just pops up on your deck, he gets 3% health and gets 10 ki. Just for some reason. And on a bonus, he gets 15% damage inflicted for 10 timer counts each time. Because it says every time. Alright. I don't know what they were thinking, bro. This is insane. Why, though? You know, this gotta be like a rain for cell type deal we're dealing with right now. The following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Shortens ally substitution counts by 2. Activates once. So once that goes away, then you don't have to worry about that. Oh, never mind, I lied. Once he switches, it can happen again. Reduces enemy key by 10. Activates twice. So it's going to be 20, and then he could just switch out. That's annoying. The following effects also occur if own remaining health is 50% or below. Activates once. Restores own health by 30%. Seals enemy strikes and blast hearts. The sealed arts cannot be used for 3 timer counts. Okay, so you can kind of space that out with just tap attacks. Just 1, 2, 3. That's 3 timer counts up. You're not gonna be able. You're gonna go back to neutral, granted, but you're not gonna be able to do anything else. Like, bro, he's gonna interrupt it once though, just once though. It's gonna be annoying one time in a match. Unique ability 2 has a special cover change against blast arts attacks. Okay, so he cover changes blast. Cell also has an endurance effect that when it activates, will seal your opponent's special move and special arts cards. Prevent them from playing their trump cards. Okay. The unique gauge charges over time. When it reaches max, it will release. Cell's total boost to damage inflicted will reach 300%, which is insane. Knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against their blast arts attack. Activates their assist. Well, a special move is the only one that can work. The following effects occur when own health reaches 0. Stores health by 40. Nullifies own unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 5 timer counts. Seals enemy special move and special arts. Sealed arts cannot be used for 10 timer counts. Reduces enemy Dragon Balls by 2. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. So you would want to rush on him. Like, if you were Cell, I don't know if, since he nullifies endurance effects, well, he does nullify buff effects, right? If it's his main. This is going to be interesting. So the following effects occur when an enemy activates a special move arts card, ultimate arts, awakened arts, or rising rush while this character is on the battlefield, and it activates 3 times. Okay. Restores own health by 15. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade, negative 30% to special move ultimate arts and awakened arts power for 3 timers counts, and cancels their buff effects. It also happens to Rise and Rush too. Not just... Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. And the nullification thing is not cancelable. Since you can't, yeah, like how Daimaku, you could do it if if both of them were on the field, both of them would cancel out their endurance for Rise and Rush, but this one, no. If Cell Rise and Rushes this guy, he might recover health, but he's still gonna get killed if they don't switch him out. If unique gauge is time type, unique gauge will be time type with bundle starts. Rapidly charges on unique gauge when this character is on the battlefield. Applies the following effects to self once it's full. Switches unique gauge from time type to release type. Randomly draws 1 card when 3 or less. Restores health by 15% and ki by 30. Nullifies attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions for 20 timer counts. Oh, that's insane. And then 10 timer counts on favorable element. Nullification. Cancels attribute downgrades. If unique gauge is release type, so it does recycle. Because once it reaches 0%, it goes back to release type. Oh, that's gross. Own unique gauge gradually decreases. Oh, okay, gradually. So it's slow. So once it hits the max, right? It's gonna be that 300%. But then I think it goes away, right? No? The unique gauge will not charge while it is release type. Applies the following effects itself until own unique gauge reaches 0. So if you switch out of him, it's probably going to stay the same level until it gets to 0. 50% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. 20% to special move damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. 1 draw speed level for arts card. That was so backwards. 30% to health restoration. No, the Cell's total boost to damage inflicted will reach 300% while release type. So regardless, while it's in release type, his total boost to damage inflicted will reach 300. Yeah, that's insane, dog. That is insane. I can't wait to see how he's gonna look on the field. Definitely summoning for this guy in like 2 hours or so. Might stream it, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna go ahead and publish this joint out as soon as I can. Well, this has been the analysis part of Dragon Ball Legends. Thank you for tuning in. It's been your boy Hunter Hydro 8, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, and catch me on Twitch as well. Follow for more.